Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Battling with Bourbon! Woo! And today on Battle of Bourbon Underground, we're coming at you for a Taste Test Tuesday. And I'm your host, the real effing deal, the whole effing show, Mike Brusco.
And I'm your host, Rockstar Johnny Nye.
Sha-na-na!
And today, we've got two very, very cool bottles for you. We've got the Luxrow 12-year distillery exclusive, coming in at 118.4 proof.
Woo!
And then we got a Four Roses Single Barrel OESV.
What?
And this one is aged 8 years, 10 months. And this is a tier 3, in case people are wondering, because that's...
They have 10 different recipes.
And this comes from Litco. It's a Litco pick. And we're going to see which one of these takes it home.
Took me 2 years to find a profile from Four Roses that I like. They have 10 different fucking profiles. In that regards, I've often wondered why, like, Jim Beam has 5 different brands rather than just one fucking brand.
That's
it's
why.
reasons like this, because if you've got one brand with 10 different fucking recipes, you may think you don't like this company.
Absolutely.
But in reality, you may not just find your honey hole yet.
Yeah, the OESV, this particular barrel is really good. We had a little bit of this guy, and it's tasty. It's a tasty treat.
So
which one do you want to start with?
I'm going to start with the Lux, because I've been drinking a lot of Lux tonight, whether it's the Rebel 6-year we just tried, the fucking 12-year Fresh Crack, you know, so,
absolutely.
You know, if you missed it on any of the other episodes, the legs are phenomenal, on the 12. Look at that swoosh around. Look at that. Oh, yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
This might be one of the best bourbons around that you can get religiously in Kentucky.
Yeah.
If
you're a 4-hour drive away, it's worth a 4-hour fucking drive. Just get in your car, start that motherfucker, push on the gas pedal, get your ass to Luxrow, and find that fucking bottle.
And it's about $189 at the distillery. So you're going to end up going out of there with, it's $200 and a little change, but it's a fucking great bottle. But cherry on the nose, like we said before, big time cherry vanilla on the nose.
A lot of oak and leather on the palate. A lot of burnt caramel on the palate, or burnt sugar on the palate.
Still has a little of the dark cherry.
Yep. A real dark cherry.
Yeah.
Not the Marciano cherry.
No. Not the sweet cherries, like an actual like dark cherry.
You know, I'm picking up a malt on this too now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of even.
Kind of got like a malt finish on this.
It's really good.
Not a Scotch malt. Fuck Scotch.
No, it's not Scotch.
Fuck Scotch.
Yeah. Not a fan.
The only Pete I like is Pete and Pete from Nickelodeon, motherfuckers.
Now, you want to give this a taste first?
Yeah, I'm going to give the other a taste. The nose is still fantastic.
It is.
10 out of 10 nose on the Luxrow,
It's unbelievable.
10 out of 10.
Okay. Let's,
all right.
I'm going to switch it up to my swirling hand.
To the Quattro Roses.
All right, so the Four Roses has got a nice legs as well.
Yeah.
Not nearly as good as...
No, surprisingly not near as good.
No,
weird.
no.
Very weird. Interesting.
And what was the proof? 58.5.
Okay.
What is that?
So 8 and 8 is 16, plus 1 is 17, so it's 117 proof.
Is that right?
117.
I'll trust you, I don't know.
Now that I've been swirling, it's sticking a little better, but there's no streaks. But it's got a line going around it. Looks like a fucking map of Arkansas or Arkansas or something.
Oh, Kansas map. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, very pleasant on the nose. So slightly more ethanol, only about a 1-point proof difference on these two, so they're actually good to go head to head.
It's a nice nose.
It is a nice nose. I don't think I'd put one nose above the other. They're both phenomenal noses on 2 different points.
Oaky caramel, vanillas, but like a dark caramel, like a toffee caramel a little bit. It's a nice nose.
This is going to be a hard one, guys. If the palate is anywhere near the nose, this is going to be a hard one. Okay. Now, both bottles are kind of hard to find because one bottle you can only get by going to the actual distillery, and the other bottle is a single barrel, and you got 1 out of 10 chances that's going to be this fucking recipe.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you have to actually get it from a store, and it's tough. Everything here is tough to find.
Very refreshing. It's very refreshing on the palate.
Very refreshing.
I don't think it's as full body,
No, it's not.
but it's very refreshing.
A little more spice.
And a little more cherry. Not in that way, but like in the fake cherry.
Yeah, maybe a little
And
more.
the red cherry.
Yeah, like
that you get out of the jar.
More maraschino
Yeah.
kind of cherry. A lot more spice on the palate.
A lot more spice.
Lot more.
Like a clove.
Yeah.
A baking spice.
It's not in a bad way. I actually still really like this.
Correct. This is also lick your lips good. This is fantastic. Not so much as a burnt sugar on this one, more like a sugar cube on this one. You know, but as I sit here, it leaves me lingering for more. And guys, like I said earlier, for 2 fucking years, I hated Four Roses. And I only bought 1 bottle of this because I initially passed on it.
Yeah.
He told me I needed to buy it.
I
My
tasted
friend
this, I was like, you gotta
Cody
buy
told
this.
me I needed to buy it. His dad Terry told me I needed to buy it. So finally, after 3 people, I'm like, all right, fuck it. If you could find me one, Terry, go
Yeah,
get it. And
absolutely.
Terry pulled through. So here I am, enjoying my single barrel.
And it is really good. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, we'll go back and forth.
Go
Now,
back.
talk a little about this bottle. I do like the shape of this bottle. I do like how it goes outward. You know, it starts skinny at the top, works its way out.
Yeah.
I did not notice that they say single barrel on both sides. You know, the one side is going to have the barcode. This part's going to hit you with the 58.5 and the FN, and then the warehouse it was located. And over here, it's going to tell you that this was a Litgo Select. Shout out to Litgo on 3400 Calumet in Valparaiso, and shout out to Litgo on Summit in Crown Point, Indiana. You guys fucking rock. Thanks for taking care of me. And then over here, it's going to tell you the OESV. That's going to be that particular recipe.
Yeah.
And then you get a nice little leather dangler. When I bottle kill this, I'm going to put this around my key ring, and I'm going to put a key on there. So, you know, I save it. It
You
looks
know,
nice.
and they used to have that leather thing on all the single barrels, even the single barrels that are just regular ones that they have at the store, that you can buy for $50 at every liquor store in the world. But they took that off and they keep it exclusively for your single barrel selects, the barrel proof ones.
If you find all 10 private selects, you'll be a man of many leather-bound bottles.
You will, very much so. There's very leathery.
Smells rich of mahogany.
Yes. Notes of mahogany.
Okay, I'm putting them both in my hand
Yeah.
because it's going to be a tough call, and I can already tell. So
So
I'm probably going to have to do this one side by side, and I'm going to close my eyes because closing my eyes is my definition of blind. I get in touch with all my senses. I'm soaking it all in. So if you guys just think I'm too drunk to look at the camera, I'm not. I'm closing my eyes on purpose, so fuck you.
So
If you don't chew your bourbon, fuck you.
I have an opinion on the nose of preference, but I'd like to let you make sure you.
So the great thing about my short-term memory is I've already forgotten which ones are in which hands.
There you
My
go.
Stitzel-Weller glass, whichever one that one is my Lux, and my not Stitzel-Weller is my Quattro Roses. Let me give this a little swirl because the nose is fantastic. Oh, I'm getting caramel and rich notes on this one. Definitely some fruit notes. Some people like to say dark fruit. You know, I don't know if that means plum, you know, because technically the plum still has a pit, so which would make it a stone fruit. I'm going to go with stone fruit because it is definitely some kind of a stone fruit.
Yeah, I've made my decision.
This one over here, the nose, I'm going to swirl it because the nose isn't as strong, so I just want to see what's going on. Nose is still pleasant. Nose is not as strong on this one all of a sudden.
No.
I'm going to go ahead and give this one a chew.
Yeah, after going backwards, I definitely have a winner.
I like this. A got some nutty on the finish this time. Neither one of them had some nut on the finish. Usually, you like a nut on the finish. If not, you might be in for some trouble. We'll go ahead and get this one, chew. This is good, but for whatever reason, it just has a little more ethanol on the palate. So my left hand's gonna lose. I'm gonna open my eyes right now and see what the left hand is. My left hand is the Four Roses. It's still good.
It's still good.
It's
still very good.
Very good.
But-
It's just they're the same proof, and this one doesn't have that I just started my car taste to it.
This Lux Row 12-year-old is so good
It's fantastic.
that, like, when I went back to it backwards, it was night and day.
Yeah.
At first, when I went the opposite direction, I thought the Four Roses was close, and then when I changed it, I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's definitely. Luxrow is slowly becoming one of my
You know what's funny?
top tier distilleries.
Is I just picked up the nuttiness on the end. Fucking JW Dan has Heaven Hills nuttiness. There's probably part of that recipe.
Oh, I'm sure.
In this,
because they haven't been around 12 years.
Yeah, because they haven't been around 12 years.
We'll just put that. We'll just put that on the docket. You can do with that what you will.
Yes.
But for here,
the Luxrow 12 is winning, guys.
Luxrow
We're unanimous.
12 year is thrown.
United we stand. Underground
It's going on to the next round.
came in first place today. As always, see you next Tuesday. Top guys out.
Round with bourbon. See you next time.